Hey everybody, how you doing? I am still getting used to being back on. Listen, welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. And our guest will be on with us very shortly. But listen, stay tuned and we will be right back with another episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. All right, we'll be right back with you. Hello, and yes, here we are. Yes, hey everybody. Listen, haven't been on in a while. Y'all, excuse me for 1 second. Excuse me for 1 second. I was turning this computer off behind me. How you doing? And welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am super excited to have you with me again on tonight. Really, these are just some impromptu interviews that I'm doing, but I'm super excited because we're just really getting ready for 2025. I am Sandy Sanders. I'm the host and creator of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy podcast. As you know, we are powered by CTR Media Network, and a lot of great things are happening. Just some of the things that are happening is that we are now on streaming TV. You can find our show. You'll be able to find it in January. Excuse me for turning around here. You're going to find it in January. We're now going to be twice a month on the Roku TV. So if you have a Roku TV, yes, you just simply download CTR Media Network and you will catch our broadcast. I am going to play a little something from the CTR Media Network, and then I will be right back with you. Okay. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Super glad to have you here tonight, for sure.
What's something people don't know about CTR Media Network? It's where content truly meets impact. At CTR Media Network, we believe in the power of stories. Our platform is a dynamic blend of education and entertainment, crafted to inspire and empower creators like you. From insightful podcasts to transformative videos, we offer a diverse range of content that helps you learn, grow, and thrive. Our mission? Innovating media, one story at a time. Imagine a place where your voice can reach millions, where your stories can reshape perspectives. That's CTR, create, thrive, redefine. Join a community of visionary creators and make your mark on the world. Because here at CTR Media Network, your content doesn't just entertain, it makes an impact. So, are you ready to create, thrive, and redefine? Dive in and discover a new world of possibilities, where content meets impact. CTR Media Network.
Yes, CTR Media Network, which we are powered by. I am super excited that we just got a lot of new things going on and took a break. And so we are doing We did just a couple of interviews for this month, and my guest, she is here. She's in the green room. I'll be bringing her on, but I just want to just kind of inform you guys. Thank you for continuing to support our network, our podcast. We hit #1 because of you. We hit #1, I want to say 3 times this year, and super, super excited about that. We became an international network podcast, so I'm glad about that. And so, yeah, we're hitting some numbers. And so it is because of your continued support to our podcast. And we continue to bring on great content and amazing guests. And so tonight, I am super excited to bring on the lady. She is known as the Lady in Tech. Yes, you know, I'm talking about Kenyetta Powers-Rucker. She is with me again. She is with me tonight. And yes, again, she's no stranger to our platform. And without further ado, I am going to bring her on. Let's see here. Yes, and there she is. Hey there.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you? Oh, you just muted.
I'm mute.
Okay.
I'm hanging in here. I'm hanging in here. We've been
Good,
busy.
good. Oh my goodness. So it is certainly great to be here and great to be able to talk with you again.
I know. We've had and you're a new nana.
I am. My grandbaby. Yes, my grandbaby was born this past Sunday, December 15th. Yes, a little girl.
Absolutely adorable. There's nothing like it. There is nothing like it. Well, listen, we're going to have a great conversation about your new book, Volume 3, Ladies in Tech. And yeah, this is Volume 2. I have my book. And listen, I'm going to do our intro. You all go ahead and get it shared out. Thank you all for tuning in, whether you're tuning in from our YouTube channel or our Facebook channel. Thank you so much for following us. We're going to do the intro one more time, Kenyetta, and then we'll come back and we'll get into a conversation, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Yes, welcome. Ladies in Tech is our book of discussion. No, this is not the volume. It's the one behind my guest's head, but I have Volume 1, and we are going to be talking about the importance of ladies being in the technology field and about the book that our visionary author, the phenomenal, Kenyetta Powers-Rucker, who is known as the Lady in Tech. She's got an amazing book project coming out, along with a couple of other surprises that are going to be happening. She's tapping into the awards area. So listen, come on and say hello to us and tell us a little bit about who you are. Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, the mute. Greetings, everyone. Thank you again so much, Miss Sandy, for having me. It is an honor and a pleasure to be on your platform once again. Again, my name is Kenyetta Powers-Rucker. I have been in technology for about 27 years. Started in Y2K of thinking that updating computers, as everyone was thinking that they were just going to come to an end in 2000. But we started that in state government and went from a desktop support specialist, supervisor, director, deputy CIO to be the first female, African-American female Chief Information Officer for the Department of Human Services. So I was actually CIO for 13 years. And I absolutely loved what I was doing. I loved the people, but it was just time to move on, right? God said it's time to move on. So I am now actually vice president of Powers, which is a company, IT company that we are focusing on government contracts, and we're moving towards government contracts. So that is a new era for me, but I am so excited about it and so many different opportunities for it. So we are super excited about Powers LLC. So it's fairly new, but it is something that we are striving for. But let's talk about Ladies in Tech. So Ladies in Tech, I have been the visionary author of Ladies in Tech Project. We started in 2023 with Volume 1, Sharing Expertise for a Successful Career. Volume 2 is changing the face of technology, right? It's changing the face of who you think of when you see someone in technology. Then now we're in Volume 3. Volume 3, I really wanted to focus on leadership because there's 25% of women in leadership, and it's like 1% that actually is a woman of color. So and there are so many. As I went through Volume 1, I went through Volume 2. A lot of the authors in both of those volumes were leaders, right? So let's focus on leaders, and we've all had that leader. We've all had that leader that maybe shouldn't have been a leader. So I know I have about that. And I think about leadership, and I think about women in leadership, and I think about being in this tech field, in these male-dominated fields, of how we can have more, let's say, ethical, empathetic leaders at the top. We have gone through some where, maybe, again, that maybe shouldn't have been. But as I focus on and think about leadership in the tech field, there are a lot of women in leadership in the tech field. I want us to be visible. I want us to be seen. I want us to be known. I also want us to be that leader that you wanted to have when we were needing a leader, right? We wanted to be that leader that we didn't necessarily have. And that's also that goal of making us visible. And it's also another thing I'm working on is my leadership coaching. And that's a lot of what that is focusing on with women in leadership that may not have seen that leader that they might have wanted to see. So Ladies in Tech is amazing as it is focusing on what that woman does and is as a leader in technology. We are talking about the strategy and the struggles that we have gone through as leaders and how we can focus on that and share that within the book. So how did you become a leader? Why did you become a leader? And what are making you stay there as a leader? What are the things that are striving you to even move forward? So as we look at that, that is something I want to have the viewers to see, the readers to hear, the readers to understand of where we are as leaders in the tech field. Uh-oh, is it you or are you muted?
Yeah, I was on mute. I'm sorry about that. Listen, this is really good, y'all. As you can see, I am with the lady. She's known as the Lady in Tech. She's no stranger to our platform, no stranger to our literary world, providing tools and books pertaining to ladies, females that are in the technology field. Yes, we're talking about Kenyetta Powers-Rucker. And you were just talking about the leadership piece and the whys. I just interviewed Dr. My mind is just went blank. Jennifer Jones Bryant last night. It was just another work. Yes. I just and so it's so you all, this is so fitting because I think there's a common thread, a theme going on. As you were saying, why are you a leader? You talked about the piece that there's not so good leaders, and then there are good leaders. And she was saying similar to the same thing, that you all have seen good leaders, and then there's great leaders, and so there's the difference, and not so good leaders. But the why, I love it how you said that. You're asking, why are you still in this field? And I believe that we will see that and hear that and read that in the upcoming volume 3. You're talking about the strategies. This particular book is an anthology book project, and strategies and lessons from women leaders. And as you said, it's going to focus on the strengths. It's going to focus on the strategies and lessons learned by women who are currently navigating and have navigated or are aspiring to navigate the challenges of leadership in the tech world. Give me that percentage again. I couldn't quite hear you when you're saying that there's 25%. What's the 25%?
25% of women leaders in the tech world, and 1% of that being women of color leaders in the tech world.
Whew. And you would think that it would be more of us, but there isn't. You've been in it for a long time. And did I hear you say you're doing another phase of?
Yes, ma'am. I am in another phase of life right now. I guess grandmotherhood, right? It took me to a whole other phase of life.
Yes, it did. Okay, I want to hear more about that. But listen, listen, thank you all for tuning in. Do share it out. I do want to thank the CEO of CTR Media Network. Yes, Dr. Tina Ramsey is coming through. And thank you so much. Great topic, she says. And yes, the book link, well, it's not out yet, Dr. Tina. But we got this one. All right. But yeah, tell us more. Tell us more about what you're looking for, what we can expect when we have this book in our hand.
All right. So yes, it is the strength, the strategies and lessons of women leaders, right? So you have to have strength as you think about it. You have to have strength. Even if in leadership period, I always talk about being in tech, right? But being in tech the tech industry is like any field that's mostly male dominated, right? And what strength it takes to be in that environment when a lot of times that we are the only one at the table, right? So what strength does it take to do that? So as we are asking about, what does it take? Primarily the strength that we have in order to give it all that we can. Yeah. What are we talking about? The strategies of how we got here. How are we effective here? How are we very productive here? How are we great leaders as we're here? And the lessons learned. Of course, we have lessons after lessons after lessons. There are so many stories of how we gotten here, how we're staying here. What are some of the things that you've gone through that can kind of help the next person that is maybe even going through exactly what you've been through? And it's not always bad. It can be as good as it has been bad. But how can we help and how can we pull up the next person? Now, these identifying what the strength, identifying your strategies, identifying the lessons can actually help that. But I also just didn't want to focus on women that are leaders and these big time CEOs and things of that nature. I wanted to focus also on those that are aspiring to be leaders, because what are you doing in this journey right now that you are aspiring to be a leader? What is the thing that makes you even want to aspire to be a leader? So how do you think you actually are going to be an effective leader? And as I'm hearing some of these stories, it's again, I saw a supervisor that was doing X, Y, and Z, and I want to make sure that my team knows that that's not what I do, right? So that we are going to be operating a little different than what it used to operate. And not only thinking about those that are aspiring to be leaders, those that are already leaders, but I'm also focusing on those that may not have that title of being a leader. So
Yeah.
there are many that's also in that category. You might not have that title of being a leader, but you are making a significant impact to your organization. That you are in that position of where you can make an impact. You might not have the supervisor, manager, director title, but you're still there. And I've had many people in that same area in the workplace, and they were still doing their job, but it wasn't about leading a team. It was really about making that impact, and making that impact was you doing so as a leader. So that is all what I wanted to focus on. I didn't want people to think that you had to be this big CEO or had to own your own company in order to
Right.
be an author in this book. There's many aspects of being a leader.
And I think that is really great. And thank you for those that are still, are you still doing an author call? Are you still looking for authors to be a part of this project?
I am. I was just saying, I just got off a call with the authors, and I was just telling them that I have to finalize this number. It's like every time I think I'm finalizing the number, somebody else wants to come and say, yes, I want to be a part of it. So I'm like, look, I have to finalize this number. I actually just got another request tonight about being in the book. So right now I have to finalize it as of tonight. I mean, as of tomorrow.
Okay.
And so I have that number. So it looks like it's about 15 right now.
Wow,
So
that's great.
yeah, so of moving forward. So there's a lot of interest, and I know it's around the holidays,
Yeah.
so that's a different thing too, as people are debating, right? But yes, I'm no longer doing author calls. If somebody is interested, I will hear them out. I will give them the dates, because the dates aren't changing of when the chapters are due. So I will have that conversation, and still, if it's something that you're still interested in.
So you heard it. If you're listening, yes, tonight, Thursday, December the 19th, listen, you got one more chance. If you're listening to the replay, you may be listening to us late in the night and you happen to click on and see Coffee Conversation. Yes, follow that link, go to the website, and she will have the conversation with you. Okay. We are on with Kenyetta Powers-Rucker, who is, she is a #1 best-selling author, several categories, but we're looking at Ladies in Tech. I'm holding in my hand volume 2, but volume 3 is about to be released in the spring of 2025. And you got something else coming up. So we're going to do a commercial. And when we come back, we'll talk about it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jonathan Haynes, and I'm so honored to be a sponsor for Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. I am offering my services to you. Yes, you heard that right. I am the Songbird of the South, Gospel Award-winning recording artist, 5-time international best-selling author, motivational speaker, educator, mental health coach, vocal coach, and I'm offering my service to you. Yes, you heard that right. You can reach me at phone number 228-313-9068 or reach me by email, sbirdproductions56@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and let's continue to support Dr. Sandy Sanders with Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. God bless you all.
I love Jonathan. He just he makes me smile every time he just starts talking. It don't have to be about me. He does. He makes it. So listen, guys, if you want someone to come and share in your ministry, your business, your conferences, he is your guy. Yes, Dr. Jonathan Haynes. He's amazing. He is amazing. I am on tonight with the visionary author of this amazing book that is called Ladies in Tech, Volume 3, though, Leading with Intention. I love this. Leading with Intention. This is Ladies in Tech, the strengths, strategies, and lessons of women leaders. And we've just been talking about the why. And this particular volume is going to focus on leadership, the challenges that come along with just being a leader. Not necessarily in the tech field, but just being a leader. And then those that are inspiring to be a leader. So I'm looking forward to this book. Now, as I mentioned, is that she's coming out with a surprise that's going to be happening. And I am referring to an awards. Come on, talk about that.
Yes. That I am totally excited about. I have, met with a lot of ladies in tech. All right. And some of the going theme is that they have not been recognized at their jobs until they have been recognized somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so that when they receive this award from a whole different organization, then they are being recognized at their job. And I'm like, you know what? There are so many different women that's doing amazing things out here, right? As innovators, as people that are doing things behind the scenes, as amazing leaders, and these tech skills that are just phenomenal. Again, when people think about tech and being a developer and a programmer and a business analyst, they're thinking about men. They're not thinking about us. So I wanted to recognize as many women as I could. And it's going to be an award process, a nomination process. And people that are nominating the amazing women in their lives that are in technology. And these are the 6 categories: the tech innovator, a rising star, unsung hero. That person is always doing something behind the scenes, but is never recognized. The champion change, right? That's willing to stand up and make that change of what needs to happen. The leadership excellence, that is leading in excellence. And of course, the excellence in tech skills. Gotta make sure we include the tech skills and how talented we are in technology. So we have these 6 categories in which everyone can, there's a link where you can nominate an individual, and that nominee will receive information about they have been nominated. And then they will fill out more additional information, right, about that particular category. Why do they think that they can, that they would be a good finalist for this particular category? And then the finalists will be announced. Now, as the finalists are announced, then we'll also have this public voting. So that's just where we're going to, get as many, each nominee will put themselves out there to get votes to be the winner, the award winner of each of those categories. So I am excited about it. I have so many people that have already been nominated, but it is really going to be the public voting who is deciding on who is going to be the #1 award winner. Everybody will be recognized. All finalists will be recognized, but there will be that one award winner in that particular category. And the award ceremony is going to be in person in Baltimore, Maryland. And so we will be finalizing, the awards and coming in person and what all of that looks like for each of the nominees, the finalists. We're in the process now of identifying and congratulating the finalists of who they are to be in the awards process. So we are super excited about this. Again, every finalist will be recognized, but there will be someone that wins that particular category.
And a winner in each of those 6 categories. Listen, this is exciting. I am so excited for you. You are an award winner yourself.
I know.
Won several awards in various categories, and it feels really good when people can recognize you for your work and what you do. You not only are you an author, an award-winning author, you are also a coach and a global speaker. And so to birth this out, Kenyetta, I'm super excited. This is great. Listen, y'all, she knows how to put on an event. The book release of volume 2, I have come to love these ladies. And you asked me, yes, I hope to be there this year again, because it's just being in the room, and I'm loving it. A spirit of excellence and so much camaraderie among the women that are of great caliber, and listen, trailblazers, indeed. So the book is scheduled to be released in March. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, so we have the book release will be March 22nd. It will be an in-person book release on March 22nd in Baltimore, Maryland. We
Mhm.
are super excited to have all of the authors, and usually I have authors from all over. 95% of the authors are here in Maryland. So
Woo!
that is, I think I have one in Atlanta and another one in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
But right now it's like most of them are here in Maryland. But we
Hey,
have a total
listen.
right now of 15 authors, and we will be recognizing each author. We will have speakers. We will have a live entertainment. There will be some gifts given. So and of course, book signing, and of course,
Yeah.
book signing. It is that realm of camaraderie, that realm of networking, of connections. I love that's one of the big things about me is I love is connections. I love it when people get together, and especially be seeing that they have already even known each other and we're coming together, connecting even further. So volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, I tell these ladies, you all are stuck with me for life. We are always going to be connected. I'm always going to be reaching out. You're always my first go-to. And so we're excited to be able to have volume 3 and
Yeah.
have one in volume 2 participating.
I want to go back on these nominations for the awards. So those of you that are listening in, and I do see you in the audience. Thank you, LaDavia. Thank you so much for coming through. For the nominations, you all, yeah, nominate yourself.
Yeah.
We want to see how it works. As we said, complete the form. They'll look at the detail of the form. Her team will reach out to you, letting you know, do the interview. And of course, we look forward to you being one of those finalists coming through. And again, there are various categories. Nominate yourself. Listen, sometimes you just got to pat yourself on the back, okay? You do. And so those categories again is Tech Innovator, Leadership Excellence, Champion of Change, Excellence in Technical Skills Award, Rising Star Award, and Unsung Hero Award. So listen, I was looking for the link to put it in the chat. If you do have it, Kenyetta, go ahead and put that in there. I'm on your Facebook side, so I was looking to see if I could find the link. But if you will, and we can put it in the private chat or put it in the comments. So listen, you all follow Kenyetta on all social media platforms. We're excited about the book. As she said, she's really down to the wire of closing it, shutting it down for authors because the book is scheduled to publish and be out in March. And so she's on a tour, just kind of giving us a teaser. The ladies will be alongside her coming in January. So we're on our annual, this is what the prelude to what's going to happen in January and February. So Kenyetta, she'll be back along with the contributing authors. I love it that they're in your home area. That means is that, yeah, they're following you, and it's people from all around. It's good when you can be respected in your home area, and so I'm looking forward to more of our conversation about Ladies in Tech Volume 3. I want to say, were you able to get that link?
I put it in the private.
Good. In the private chat, great. So we're going to put this up, you all. This is, if you want to go ahead, the deadline is the 13th of January. Okay, and let's go ahead and get this in the comments. 13th of January. So go ahead and get this form filled out quickly as possible. So yeah. Any last words? This one is going to be a short one.
Yeah. Oh no. Thank you so much for having me. I am totally excited about volume 3 and being able to recognize leaders and hoping that this is an encouragement for those that might be thinking about leaders that you should aim for it, that you definitely should aim for. And as far as this award ceremony, you are amazing inside and out. So yes, feel free to nominate yourself. Feel free to nominate that coworker, that somebody that you have been working with that deserves to be awarded. And there are many women out there that deserve to be awarded in the tech field. So look forward to seeing you at the book launch, Volume 3 book launch in Baltimore, Maryland on March 22nd. More information to come. And what I have not said is that I'm also having a retreat in September, a ladies in tech retreat. I have not announced that as of yet, so we're following out in the details. But having a ladies in tech retreat.
She just dropped it out there, y'all.
So more information to come on that for sure.
Oh my goodness. And so this is really awesome because we'll continue to be sharing that out with our community, because of that, you may want to meet these ladies in wherever the destination is when this comes into the fruition, where you can be in that room with these ladies on this retreat. So that is super, super exciting. Well, listen, we're going to head on out. I do want to let you all know that Kenyetta will be back with me in January, along with a couple of the contributing authors, and we'll be talking more in depth and unpacking the book as they get ready for their bestseller campaign, as well as the book launch and the release of the book that will be held in March, okay, in Townsend, Maryland. And listen, we're going to get ready for that for sure. And so I'm super, super excited. Any last words?
I am good. Thank you so much for having me. And I certainly appreciate it, and just joy being here talking with you.
I know. Listen, this is like family. I am super excited. Listen, you all, do remember that if you would like to be a sponsor or an advertiser on Coffee Conversations with Sandy podcast, just reach out to me. I can be found on all social media platforms. We would love for you to showcase your products and your businesses. So yes, so that we can get your information out to our many listeners. I am Sandy Sanders. It has been a pleasure to be with my guests on tonight. Kenyetta, yes, indeed. She's amazing. I want to show the picture of the book again, y'all. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I can find it. Save the date. Yes, indeed. We're going to have it on here. And y'all, she's a new nana. Listen, I'm more excited about that right now. There it is. Save the date. Save the date. Award ceremony as well. March the 21st, 2025. She's on a book tour. She's here alone tonight, but we're bringing the ladies that are going to be joining her in January and February. Okay, so yes. Ladies in Tech, March 21st and 22nd in Townsend, Maryland. Cannot wait. This is going to be exciting. And so congratulations again in advance. I know it's going to be phenomenal. And yes, yet again, a #1 bestseller. Well, listen, we're heading on out of here. Listen, you all have an amazing, amazing holiday. Merry Christmas. You guys know that I love you. And again, I want to tell you there's some things I want you as the audience to do. I want you to take a moment. And here's the thing is that don't want us to get numb from all of the things that our community and our world is experiencing. If there is someone that you would like for us to spotlight, I want you to drop their names, reach out to me, say, Sandy, I think this person deserves some flowers. And so listen, and what we do, we're going to honor them, reach out, give them a spotlight on our show and just mention all the things that they may be doing in their community. I always say that we are like a quilt of a community and someone is making up that quilt. And so join me in this effort. Starting in 2025, where we'll be spotlighting our community. Okay, so if you've got anybody in mind, just reach out to me, get that name out to me, and we'll do what we got to do to spotlight them. Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're headed out of here. Y'all guys know that I love you. Stay with me in the back room, and we will be seeing you guys very, very soon. All right. Take care. Good night.